Today I'm taking a quad lined planner from Love Posh and I'm going to be turning it into my wellness as every week so far. If you want to see how I track my meals and symptoms and other things in this planner, stay tuned and I will be happy to share. Hello, my loves. It's Kasha, Plannerista 101. Today we are working in my wellness planner, but it is a quad line planner from Love Posh. It is quite wonderful, and I turned it into my wellness. So I will show you in just a second how I do that. Like so. And if this is your first time, welcome. I'm so happy you found me. If you have been here before, welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging out with me some more. If you're not subscribed already, I would really appreciate if you would do so. It just brings me so much joy seeing my tribe grow. Okay, so let's get to it. What I track in here is breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and then moods, and whether I took my medications and supplements, my sleep, my steps, and any workouts I did. So those are like the things that obviously are big turners in our wellness journeys. So what you eat is super important in how you're going to feel, but so is sleep, so is mood, so is whether you've been taking your vitamins. So all of these things are super important. Today, to decorate this, I'm going to be using the book called Love Yourself from Love Posh. It is an older book and I really love it. It's super pretty, kind of wellness oriented, which I like. But I thought this particular collection is so appropriate for starting the month right. It is, after all, the month of love. At least that's what I think of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and use this whole collection and create this in my planner. So some parts of my planner are very decorative, but most of my planners are pretty functional on top of being decorated. So I'm using a lot of stickers, but in a very strategic places to make sure that you guys can see how to create this beautiful spread without compromising too much of the functionality. So at least for this one. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I do want to frame this a little bit more with florals and other things, and I think that's going to look pretty good. So hopefully you guys will like it as well. I've been thinking about this collection for such a long time, and I've been kind of hoarding it. You guys all know how it is when you have a couple stickers that you really love. It is so hard to part ways with them, but you're not, right? They're going in your planner. So I'm trying to push myself to use more and more of my favorite stash. So hopefully it will work. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the notes section because it is quite big, this little collection of stickers here. And I do want to make sure that I have enough room to write what I need to write. So we're going to continue doing that. I think I can put this right in a corner. I was thinking of doing it and connecting the two pages. However, it's going to block some of the functionality on the other side. So I cannot let that happen. So we're just going to go ahead and put it on one page and cut it and then punch it so I can put the disc bound page back into my planner. So that's how I've been doing my weeklies in here. I can't wait to show you more and more as the year progresses, because since this is a new layout for me, I am figuring out how to do this best, because as you guys know, I've used a regular vertical planner prior. So these stickers are just so gorgeous, you guys. If you are purchasing anything from Live Love Posh, I would really appreciate if you would use my code. So the codes that you guys use do not cost you anything extra. My code is PLAN10, PLAN10 for Planarista. It does help me out because we do get a very small commission, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. And I just like making sure that you guys do get discounts because stickers are expensive and they add up so fast. So thank you so much. Anytime you guys are supporting me and using my code, that means the world to me. Okay, going back to the spread and to the stickers. So as you can see, I'm using a lot of like makeup and sports bra and like wellness stuff in here. We're gonna add a lot more flowers. I really like the little Polaroids. They're kind of spread out throughout. I'm gonna add the quote that says love yourself. I think that's very appropriate for this month. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna cut some flowers into our planner. So let's do that. Also, are any of you out there doing some intermittent fasting? I am super interested, and I'm going to start tracking my fasting hours. I think I want to keep my window at 8 and 16, so 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. I will probably have to adjust my coffee since I take it with the milk, but I think it might be worth it. If any of you are doing it, let me know how it's working for you, whether it's working, how you're doing, what changes have you noticed. Like, I want to know it all. If you want to message me privately on Instagram, that would be great. You can always reach out. I would love to hear your story. I did purchase some fasting hour trackers, so hopefully that will be sufficient in helping me create a schedule that works. So I don't know do you know how much to fast and how much not to fast? I really don't know any of it. I'm just gonna start kind of right in the middle and see how it goes. Just curious because, like I said, I don't even know like how to decide what is appropriate. Outside of that, I think it might be really good. I don't know if I want to do the whole like 72 hours fast and so on. It sounds intriguing, right? Because 3 days without eating is, well, it's something. So I don't know if I would be able to even do that. However, I am interested in seeing if you guys have and what have you noticed, and do you really think there's health benefits to it? So you guys are my tribe. I love talking to you about wellness and stuff like that. If you guys have tricks and tips, please share. I'm always here to listen and learn from you guys, and vice versa. So I'm gonna go ahead and add just a few more elements into the spread, and I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much be finished. So what I want to do is put maybe 2 more flowers. Let's see. I think that might work. So like 2 more flowers, one on the bottom and one like by Sunday. And I think that might work pretty well. I do want to add a quote on the other side that says make yourself a priority. I'm going to put it like in the area of the sports bra. I'm going to cut it and position it so it works for me. And I think that is going to be it. After that, I'm going to pop this back into my planner. And that's going to be my spread for this week. Let me know if you guys like it. I love this collection of stickers. And if you guys know me, you know that I like using 1 or 2 books, and that usually works pretty well. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun and happy and healthy week ahead. Bye.